Okay, let's check out this monster laptop.
Oh my goodness, this is a gigantic package, as you could probably
That's a
tell. I mean,
laptop
it's
in
like,
build back.
it
That's
is
a
the
laptop in
largest game
we call the largest gaming laptop. Let's check it out.
laptop ever inside. I can't believe I haven't checked out this laptop sooner. The Acer Predator 21X. It's hard to even call this thing a
Did you
laptop. It
get the
comes
book?
in a suitcase.
It's called Predict.
It retails
The laptop is called Predator.
for $9,000.
What? $9,000.
What type of LAN parties are you having? I don't know. Send me an invite. There popcorn at LAN parties? I don't know, but there should be. Here we go. Oh my goodness. This is the Predex, and as you probably guessed, it's heavy! Underneath this, all the accessories, 2 giant power bricks, 2 separate power cables, a wrist rest, a trackpad which flips over into a number pad, some replaceable keycaps. Yes, it's a laptop technically, but really what it is it's like a portable game station. After all, this thing has 2 GTX 1080s in it. It's like a mobile gaming PC. Obviously, you're gonna need double the juice, and that's what you've got here. Now, you can insert these things into this holder like that, and that is your power setup. Now, obviously, you're going to have a ton of ports on here because it is really a desktop replacement. 2 USB 3s, dual audio badge over here, some giant grills here to get rid of heat from the inside, HDMI, 2 display ports, Thunderbolt 3, Ethernet, and then, of course, the 2 power ports for those power bricks. 2 more USB 3s. It looks like some gold-plated audio connectors for both microphone and headphones. Here we go. Ooh, that's insane. 2560 by 1080, ultra wide, and yes, it's curved. There's the curve. This thing has 5 fans in it. It's got 2 subwoofers on it, as you can see down here in the corners. Also, these laptops are numbered. You can see I have number 16 out of 300 out in the world, so it's a pretty exclusive club. That is a crazy place to sit. Oh my goodness. I mentioned this number pad here before. On the other side is a trackpad. It just slots in right here. It's magnetic. You can put the number pad in like that as well. Now, the keyboard. Let's talk about the keyboard. This thing is mechanical. Beneath each one of these keycaps is a Cherry MX Brown switch, which is insane for a laptop, although, again, calling this thing a laptop doesn't really do it justice. Now, this also has a cool feature called Killer Double Shot Pro. Essentially, it allows this port right here to work in conjunction with your Wi-Fi to prioritize gaming via this port, and then all the other web-based functions over Wi-Fi. What do you say, folks? Should we power it up? That was a pretty quick boot up, as it should be. You can see the temperature, the CPU, the 2 GPUs, and of course the system as well. Now I'm gonna go ahead and hit the max fan speed. Oh, bit of a jet engine. You have 2 GTX 1080s, so stop complaining, okay?
Today, I think we've done that. So in a previous video, I showed you a setup with a really special chair. Oh my goodness.
So there's a couple different settings on there through the Dolby menu, dynamic, movie, music, game, voice, and then personalize, where you can set the EQ yourself. For my videos, voice sounds the best, I think.
You're not allowed to sit here, Jack.
For a laptop, it sounds good, but it ain't gonna rival like a dedicated setup. Chances are with a system like this, probably gonna want to use a headset into one of these jacks on the side. Steam time.
We need to find those sinners. Head for the lumber mill. I'll be waiting. I'm sorry. I thought they got you. Come on. There's a road out there. I'm gonna take it. We're gonna head northeast. Up ahead! Watch it! Take him out!
Also has 120 hertz refresh rate. That's going to be really important, obviously, to gamers. It's got the i7 7820 HK processor. The two GTX 1080s are in SLI, so they're working together. It's got 64 gigabytes of DDR4 memory, and then it's got a couple of 512 gigabyte SSDs, NVMe SSDs in RAID 0, and a 1 terabyte 7200 RPM hard drive. So yeah, that's Far Cry 5 and Ultra Everything. Very graphics intensive game, as you could tell from the gameplay. Fills out the ultra wide aspect ratio at 2560 by 1080. And you can see we still have plenty of VRAM left over. Holy smoke, 7.8 gigabytes. What I really think this thing aims to do is recreate a desktop experience in something that is sort of portable. I'm happy that something like this exists. If I walked into somebody's house and they just had this thing set up, how am I not gonna ask some questions? $9,000, dual GTX 1080s, ultra wide display, 2560 by 1080, i7, mechanical keyboard, reversible trackpad, a dragon! Mechanical keyboard, reversible trackpad. Dragon!
Let's check it out.
Normally don't unbox. Hey, how's it going? Dave 2D here. This is something very special from Acer. It's the Predator 21F. This box has a laptop in it. It's huge. It's the biggest, it's the heaviest, it's the most expensive laptop in the world. And I normally don't unbox things, but because this one's kind of special, I thought I'd share the experience with you. This is so big. I don't even know why they needed such a large box. Wow. Okay. Oh my, this is so heavy. Oh my God. Okay. I gotta see this. I gotta see what it looks like. Okay, this is surprisingly heavy. I knew it would be heavy, but this is heavier than I thought it would be. Okay. Oh. Now I'm gonna put this aside for just 2 seconds while I look at the inside. See what else is in here. This looks like a weapons case. Like if I went to a weapons dealer and he showed me what I was gonna buy, this is what it would look like. What is this? Cool. We have a trackpad. Oh, it's got a number pad on the bottom, but it's like a trackpad / number pad. Okay, you must be able to switch that in and out. You get pamphlets. Oh no, it's key. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, I'm assuming this has like removable WASD keys and a removable spacebar, maybe for like, I don't know, we'll see. That's pretty cool. I should take this stuff out because we're gonna plug it up in a minute. We get 2 very large AC adapters to power this thing. I want to see what this looks like on the inside because this is special. Holy smokes. You could get a serious workout just lifting this thing all the time. Oh, okay. I love the blue keyboard. This keyboard, it's so weird seeing this type of keyboard in a laptop. Like this is like your regular desktop keyboard and it's a mechanical, I think it's mechanical. It feels, it could be like a cherry brown or like a brown switch. This feels like a really nice keyboard. And it's weird to have this kind of key travel and this type of tactility in a laptop. Are you kidding me? Okay, this is cool. I thought this would be a sticker, but it's not. This looks like it's like painted right in. Okay, look at this. Limited edition, 17 out of 300. That's pretty cool. Okay, this shows you how you can use this thing. So you can, okay, I get it. So you just plug it up. Oh, it's magnetic. Oh, that satisfying click. Does it come out? Okay. And you just flip it when you want number pad and when you want trackpad. Okay, I need to boot this up. Now, I didn't go through the exterior features while I opened this because, quite frankly, I was like super excited to just boot it up and see it. But now that I've looked at this for a second, the build quality is so good, there's no play or flex on any parts of this laptop. The screen is probably one of the most unique features on this thing. And it's a curved screen, and I've never actually used a gaming laptop that had a curved screen. This might be the first one of its existence. The whole reason why you have curved screens is to give you that extra level of immersion in games, but the color accuracy and brightness on this thing are fantastic. The other thing that's really cool is that it has a refresh rate of 120 hertz. Games are going to look really good on this thing. My only suggestion, if you happen to be one of the 300 people that get one of these, is to do this to your keys. It's perfect. Now it's like customized to the way that your hands naturally rest. There's an eye tracking thing down here. I've never been a user of Tobii eye tracking. I've seen people like play games directly off of this, but I've never tried it myself. So it says caution over here, but I'm going to crack it open. I should power this down. Okay, we're going in. I'm curious to see what's inside this thing. Am I giving this too much pressure? I mean, it's only $9,000. Oh, it's coming apart. Yes, we're in. Hard drive, 2 RAM sticks. I'm going to see the underside now. 4 M2 slots, 2 more sticks of RAM, Wi-Fi card. So the inside's pretty simple to access if you need to get in there. So you're able to run a lot of storage on this thing. 5 drive bays. You probably won't need any kind of external storage. The Predator 21X uses 2 AC adapters. Each one of these is 330 watts. It's a lot of juice going through here. And they both connect into this rubber housing, which kind of keeps it in one package. I'm going to post some specs. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but this is as loaded as a laptop gets. It's beyond impressive. In terms of the speakers, they don't sound bad, but I think for a laptop this size, I had unrealistic expectations. I kind of thought it would sound amazing. They do get louder than your average laptop, though. The SLI GTX 1080s are incredibly powerful. This is the stuff that dream desktops are made of, and then when you put it into a laptop form, it becomes even crazier. I ran some benchmarks just to see how it would compare. It performs like a crazy powerful desktop. It's insane how much horsepower this thing has. All right, I want to play some games. Let's put this thing to the test. The frame rate on this thing is friggin' amazing.
My ultimate is charging.
My tactical line is charging. Come here, get stabilized.
Damage increase. I'm taking care.
One thing I just noticed, the fan noise when you're idling is surprisingly quiet. I thought this thing would be significantly louder because it's a pretty powerful processor. But even when you're playing games, if you're on the D, it's pretty quiet.
Let me get you patched up. Heroes never die.
The internal temperatures are very comfortable even when you're playing games. When I'm running benchmarks, there is some thermal throttling on the default mode, but if you crank up the fans, the throttling disappears. Block it pretty generously. I don't know if the mic will pick it up, but the fans are on full tilt right now, and it's loud. Obviously, this is a very powerful laptop, but whether or not it's worth it, chances are if you're watching this video and you're kind of wondering whether or not you should buy it, this is not for you. But if you want to live the dream and you have the money for this thing is incredible. Amazing performance, amazing device, limited edition, pretty cool. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs if you liked it, subs if you loved it. I'll see you guys next time. Hey, how's it going? Dave2D here. This is something very special from Acer. It's the Predator.
So I got this monster laptop here. This thing is serious. I'm pretty sure it's serious. You may recall a previous video in which I was talking about the new Core i9 MacBook Pro. There were some issues with some thermal throttling. You know, that's a tiny little chassis. It's so slim. Of course, it's not really targeted at gamers. If this i9 chip is so hot, so powerful, what type of chassis, what type of laptop should it really be in? And also, what would that laptop look like? So of course, I asked Willie Doo, I said, hey man, take a look. see what's out there. I want to see a real Core i9 gaming beast. And he found this one from MSI. This thing is supposedly going to blow my mind. It is a GT75 Titan. This is possibly maybe the Core i9 laptop you've been waiting for in the form of a gigantic, enormous gaming laptop. I bet you it's going to be heavy too. I mean, look at this box. 4,500. Is that US?
Yeah.
Yeah? Woo! Wait! That's almost $5,000. That's almost a $5,000 laptop. All right, so Will says that this thing, in our current spec, retails for around $4,500. It's actually been a while since we looked at a gaming laptop. We did have the crazy Predator at one time. That's a box. MSI on the front, True Gaming on the back. Here's the spec, Jack. Bring it up. 17.3-inch anti-glare IPS level 4K. Wow, that sounds exciting. Intel Core i9 8950HK. Okay, I told you, i9, that's what it's about. Of course, it has a GTX 1080 in it, 1 terabyte, 7200 RPM, plus 1 terabyte SSD in what they're calling a Super RAID. You have 32 gigabytes of DDR4. Yeah, I'd say it's a pretty powerful spec. We have accessory box. Gigantic dual power. Look, double power. Wow. All right. So this does this. Oh, baby. Dual power link right there in this box. And then this will power up the system. That is wow. The main attraction. Boom. Oh, look at the giant grill on the bottom of it. Now, for the right person, this is making them tingle. Woo! Let me give you a little reflection there. Ooh. You have 2 USB ports as well as an SD card slot. There's also a Kensington lock. And then on the other side of the unit, 3 more USB ports and tons of audio. Ethernet jack, DisplayPort, Thunderbolt, HDMI, and then this is your power connector. Whoa. Wow. That's right. Those are mechanical key switches on a laptop. That is quite tactile for a laptop. So, brought out the resident expert in Black Ops, Call of Duty, all gaming champion, pro gamer, MLG. It's Willie Doo. Oh, you can see Otis. Can they see Otis? He can say hi as well. Also a gamer, the world's first competitive dog Call of Duty player.
There you go. He's ready to play.
Yes. He just told me that we can run the latest Black Ops with everything turned on. Details, textures, shadows,
max settings,
lighting, max settings. But you did make a small adjustment to the render resolution. This display is 4K. And to lock it, to keep it performing at 60 FPS, you just toggled it down a bit to 75.
Yeah, it keeps it stable at 60 FPS. Duo, solo, yes.
Oh, it does look very smooth right now. And this is 60 FPS. I see that it's locked in. Now, you got the mechanical keyboard as well, which is unusual on a laptop. Apparently, it's developed in conjunction with SteelSeries. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
I like it.
Not
I like
bad.
the clickiness. I usually go with blue keys, but yeah, it's satisfying.
Now, on this system, you have the analog audio outputs for surround sound as well, if you want to go to a surround sound speaker type of setup. So this new mode on the game is basically Battle Royale, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're in right now.
Yep.
That didn't last long. I feel like I could have done better than that. You did not meet the expectations at all. I talked you up. I told the people.
That was pretty horrendous.
If Dave 2D sees this video, you guys are not friends anymore.
Yeah.
The battery life on here, 5 minutes? 12?
Yeah.
Half an hour. While gaming?
Yeah, max resolution. I hope you can get away with half an hour.
But again, that's not really what a system like this is about. You want the V8 engine, all right? You got to feed it fuel. You're not going to try to put this thing on your lap. Did you try to put it on your lap?
No.
Okay, let's try.
This thing's super heavy.
Okay, let's try. He's going to try to put it on his lap right now. Your sperm count is diminishing.
This is a health issue.
That's definitely a health issue. Is it still a laptop, Will? What do you think? You can do that.
I mean, yeah, it's doable. For 17-inch.
It's not that bad. Oh, so it's throttling. How many
You can
frames?
see there.
19 frames. It's trying to save power because we unplugged it. So the thing is, if you're gonna do laptop gaming with this thing that's barely a laptop, then you're gonna have to keep in mind you might have to toggle your settings down a little bit. That GPU, that needs the real juice, the wall juice. Very important. So, Will, you've been playing this game on a desktop gaming PC downstairs.
Yep.
As well, with a full setup, mechanical keyboard, gaming mouse, gaming monitor, a crazy gaming monitor.
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
So here's the thing: on here, when you're playing, with the 60 frames on this 4K display, on this laptop, how is it stacking up?
I think it's the monitor thing. The fact that it's like kind of a smaller screen is something that I'm not used to. But everything else, man, it's pretty on par.
Yeah,
I would say.
Yeah,
like the keyboard itself is pretty clicky, and I like it. It's pretty satisfying.
Right.
The fact that it's portable, it's actually a pretty good setup.
Pretty serious setup.
Yeah.
Not that this thing is super portable.
No.
For the record.
No.
But it is a desktop style performance in something that I guess is somewhat, sort of, almost portable. Hardly even mentioned the RGB keyboard. So not only is it mechanical, yes, it's RGB, which is what you'd expect on something like this. I like the fact that it has a matte display as well, because it's rare. That's a rarity these days. Not just useful for games, but also presumably as a workstation. You could do video editing on here.
Yeah.
You could edit photos and so on, because it's got the power to do so. There you have it. It is a wild and crazy monster of a laptop. Look at that. I can hold it like a pizza.
Good.
Mechanical gaming.
When I was a kid, I drew lots of sketches of ships.
So today we've got another exclusive, exciting product. This was sent over courtesy of MSI. They asked me to check out their brand new Dragon Shield limited edition spaceship inspired. They worked together with a famous spaceship designer who's done all kinds of work in Hollywood, including work on the recent Dune movie and Star Wars and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, check this out. So Dragon Shield limited edition that led into the eventual design of the laptop, which I'll show you next. Woo! Spaceship idea, space idea is catch a glimpse right there. So GE66 Dragon Shield limited edition. This is the Raider. It's got this orange color. The dragon is on there as well. Of course, that's MSI's logo. This is the 10SFS. This one has the RTX 2070 Super 8GB. There's also a model which features the RTX 2080 Super Max Q. 1 terabyte of SSD, an i9-10980HK processor, 15.6-inch FHD display with a 300 hertz refresh rate. All the models have that in common. The other thing I should mention, this one has a 280 watt power adapter. So there are a couple of different displays available. This one is the high refresh at 300 hertz. There's also a 4K display at a lower refresh rate if you're looking for more resolution instead of a fast refresh. I don't know, maybe we should kick it off with the figure here. This is the spaceship, I suppose. It looks like some sort of a fighter spaceship, a fighting craft. There's only going to be 3,000 of these units in existence, so you can put this on your desk, you can put it on your shelf as a reminder that you're part of an exclusive club. All right, now next up, we've got the laptop. And this is beyond your typical laptop unboxing experience. I mean, you see the colors and that beast of a power adapter, as mentioned, looks like it's going to clear and hopefully be a little bit more robust. This looks like a mouse pad that kind of matches the artwork on the front of the box. Big enough for a keyboard and mouse. And check out the art. Like, look at the way they made it glow over here. They've even included a gaming mouse that matches the style criteria as well. And check that out. It's got like a kind of reflective bronze look to it. Futuristic spacesuit kind of appearance to it. Very lightweight, by the way, and you can see through these grooves. You have that hollow inside, so your hand doesn't get too hot. Welcome aboard. New technology. Raider has always been the top choice for the gamers. Pilot the Dragon Shield and light up the battlefield. Now, this guy, Kali, he takes spaceship design very seriously, beyond just the art, but also from a technical perspective. And as you can see here, treats it like an actual design of a spaceship. 16.8 M laser cannon, mystic light. The main attraction, the laptop itself, and there you go. Ooh, already cool to the touch. That definitely feels like a spaceship. I guess that's the idea. Look at these ridges over here on the side. Wow, comic book type of texture to it. There's no such thing as almost like a 2D illustration to it. We have our important ports for the more sort of permanent connections with a gaming laptop. Power adapter there, your full-size HDMI port. Of course, there's an Ethernet jack as well. You have a USB Type-C connector and then a dedicated display port. There's an SD card reader, 2 USB Type-A ports, and then over on this side, it's one more USB Type-A, another USB-C, and a dedicated headphone jack. So a lot of potential for peripherals here. Kind of microfiber protector, and the design doesn't end. It carries through from the exterior onto the interior, as you can see here, coming down to where the hand rests. And this is another area where I heard the designer mention the reason for this. He actually wants your hand that rests here to kind of wear this down a little bit and give it that sort of worn, futuristic look. Dyne Audio doing the sound, which we're going to test out here in a moment. And of course, this sticker displays capable of 300 hertz. All right, I have the system booted up now, doing what you would do on a system like this, which is play some games. This is the new COD, Cold War. Oh, you almost got me there. Oh, I think that was an elimination. That may have been. Anybody else in here? No. Oh. Oh, got me there. So I have the FPS counter turned on. I'm getting over 100 frames. Now, most of the graphics settings are in high, so it's using the 2070, obviously. You are aware of the performance there. Very nice mobile gaming performance. That sounded like a grenade. Oh, reload! Anyway, yeah, it's super smooth, fluid. I could toggle back some of the textures and graphics in order to get a higher frame rate, because the monitor is capable of up to 300. Oh, baby, of up to 300 hertz. But for these purposes, I like looking at the game like this and getting over 100 frames. That's nice. There we go. Anyway, look, this is obviously more than capable as a gaming PC. The special aspect here. Oh, there's a kill. Cut 2. There we go. Ah. Oh. They're gonna be mad I quit. Leave the quitting part out, Jack. Just make me look good in there. A couple highlights. That's all. Just, I had enough kills to choose from. Tell you what. Very capable gaming machine. That's the idea. This was a pre-existing product, right, for MSI, and then they slapped the special edition on it. Was it 3,000? There's only 3,000 in existence. So if you're looking for a unique gaming laptop that can actually, well, give you the frames you're looking for with a little style to boot and some kind of going to have, then this is going to achieve that for you. They carry it through with the post design and all the rest of it. You have the RGB lighting on the front edge, on the front ridge that you wouldn't have seen, that you may actually miss. It's a little bit subtle, but when you see it as a user sitting here, you can watch it flashing through the variety of colors there. The mouse is actually the same, so it's matching up between the two. There you have it, the GE66 Raider Dragon Shield gaming laptops on the market right now.
Thanks to dbrand for sponsoring our CES coverage this year. Check out their awesome skins at the link below. Here we are in the Acer booth, and here it is, in the flesh. The laptop many would have called impossible, but I, now that I've seen indeed possible, would simply call very, very, very highly improbable. This is it. It is a 21-inch laptop with a curved 2050 by 1080, 120 hertz display, a Cherry MX Brown mechanical keyboard with full individually controlled and backlit RGB lighting, a right-handed, right-sided touchpad. Oh, look at that! It can also have a number pad that is all dually lit, but regrettably not Cherry MX Brown key switch. I mean, Acer, you guys got to get your stuff together here. I mean, these aren't even mechanical keys. And it's got a balls-to-the-wall I/O, including a couple USB 3s on the right, a Kensington lock. You lock this baby up, because otherwise someone's going to walk off with it and gain a few pounds of arm bulk in the process. I mean, look at my arms. I'm not flexing. I'm just holding the laptop. We got 2 more USB 3s on the left, dedicated headphone and microphone audio jacks, an SD card reader, and this is where it gets real, right around the back here, where you got 2 power plugs in for 2 330-watt bricks. More on that later. Gigabit Ethernet, Thunderbolt 3.2 DisplayPort 1.2's, HDMI 2.0, and a whole lot of ventilation. So why does it need 5 fans and 9 internal heat pipes? That's a great question. It comes down to specs. Inside the Predator 21X, you will find a Core i7-7820HK, that is an overclockable chip. Acer didn't give any specific reason why they didn't just go with a desktop chip like I've seen done in these kinds of machines before, but there you go. It's got 64 gigs of DDR4 dual channel memory, 2 G1080s and SLI each with 8 gigs of GDDR5X. It's got a 1 terabyte NVMe SSD RAID 0 configuration with a 1 terabyte hard drive. That is actually the memory, and all the drive slots are pretty easy to get at. So you've got a couple more spare SATA M.2 slots available, and the CPU and GPU are both overclockable. But what does that overclocking translate to? Well, our benchmark results actually went down in Unigine Valley, but I think that speaks to the pre-production nature of this machine, not to the insufficient thermals, because the temperatures of the GPUs while running these tests were flipping unbelievable. We're not even reaching the 80-degree limit of a GTX 1080. So I would expect that, even though they don't have any details for me at this time, these might even be full TDP 1080s in a laptop form factor, though it would be fairly generous to call this a laptop form factor. There's only one configuration, the highest end configuration, but quite frankly, I agree with Acer's decision. As much as consumer choice is important, quite frankly, I think anyone spending $8,000 on a laptop is probably willing to spend $9,000 on a laptop, because they're going for the best of the best, and that's what this puppy is going to cost you, at least in the US. So, wow, that is a thing. It's real. It is not a PR stunt. I mean, it might still be a PR stunt, but it's a real one that you can actually hold. I mean, look how thick this thing is. So thanks for watching our coverage of the Predator 21X here at the Acer booth at CES 2017, and a huge shout out to our sponsor for this video, D-Brand. If you guys are thinking, gee, this looks kind of cool and it's like kind of scratch resistant, but it could be a lot better, D-Brand is the solution. They've got a ton of authentic 3M vinyl wraps in many different colors and designs, and they are sized perfectly to fit your device, whether it's a game console, phone, or a laptop, whatever the case may be. Check it out over at dbrand.com. We're going to have that linked in the video description.
Okay, that's it. That's the monster laptop. Subscribe to the channel and like the video. The monster laptop. See you again. Pax.